40 years ago, Iran realized something terrifying. It realized that it could never defeat America in a traditional war. So instead, it prepared for a totally different kind of war. To understand this strategy, we have to go back to the 1980s. At that time, Iran was fighting one of the longest and deadliest wars in modern Middle Eastern history, the Iran-Iraq War. For 8 brutal years, from 1980 to 1988, Iran and Iraq fought a conflict that killed hundreds of thousands of people and devastated both countries. During this war, Iran learned a painful lesson that modern warfare had changed. Countries with advanced technology, powerful air forces, and strong allies had a massive advantage. Iran realized that if it ever faced a superpower like the United States, fighting a traditional war with tanks, jets, and large armies would be extremely difficult. So Iranian military planners began thinking differently. Instead of preparing to defeat stronger enemies in a direct battle, they started designing a strategy that could make any war extremely costly for the opponent. This is known as asymmetric warfare. In simple terms, asymmetric warfare means fighting a stronger enemy by avoiding its strengths and attacking its weaknesses. Rather than competing with American aircraft carriers and stealth bombers, Iran focused on cheaper, flexible weapons and tactics that are harder to stop. One major part of this strategy is its investment in missiles and drones. Instead of spending enormous amounts of money on modern fighter jets, Iran developed a large arsenal of ballistic missiles and long-range drones capable of striking targets across the region. And in recent years, these drones have become one of Iran's most important strategic tools. These low-cost attack drones can travel long distances and overwhelm air defense systems when launched in large numbers. Recently, Iran used waves of these drones to target military bases and infrastructure across several Gulf countries, including the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia. The cost of engaging these drones far exceeded the cost of the drone itself. So this way, Iran is mathematically bleeding these rich Gulf countries. Now, another key pillar of this same strategy is Iran's network of allies across the Middle East. Over the past few decades, Iran has built relationships with armed groups in several countries, including Lebanon, Iraq, Syria, and Yemen. These groups act as Iran proxies and gives it influence far beyond its own borders. And as a result of this strategy, in this ongoing Iran-Israel war, the pressure is appearing in many places at once. Instead of one battlefield, there are several. Similarly, geography also plays a crucial role in Iran's strategy. Iran sits next to one of the most important waterways in the world, the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow passage connects the Persian Gulf to the global ocean, and around 20% the world's oil passes through it every day. Iran has recently blocked this strait, and energy markets are already beginning to witness the impact of blocking this choke point. Then Iran's naval strategy also reflects its asymmetric approach. Instead of building a navy similar to the United States, Iran relies on smaller, faster boats, equipped with missiles and torpedoes. In large numbers, these boats can move quickly and create difficult situations for larger ships operating in the confined waters of the Persian Gulf. Finally, Iran's military structure is designed to keep functioning even under heavy pressure. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and its affiliated forces are organized in ways that allow different units to operate independently if needed. This decentralization means that even if some leaders or bases are targeted, the broader network can continue functioning. And this is exactly what is happening currently. The termination of Ayatollah Khamenei and other top leadership had little impact on Iran's retaliation activities. When all these elements come together, a clear strategy appears. Iran's goal is not to defeat the United States in a traditional military sense. Instead, its strategy focuses on making this war so complex, so costly, and so unpredictable that continuing the conflict becomes politically and economically difficult. In other words, Iran's strategy is not to defeat the United States. It is to make this war so expensive that the United States eventually loses it politically.